Hello, my name is Happy Jones and welcome to my channel. I have been asked many times what I do that keeps me young at 87. And young, by young I mean I'm physically active and I'm reasonably healthy at 87. And I don't think of myself as being a healthy eater. I have struggled with food for years and struggled with weight problems and not health problems, but weight problems because of it. But because I have struggled with things, I realized that I've cut a lot out of my diet that's bad for you. And I've restricted for years my fat intake. And I cheat at it a lot. But I've struggled with it, and I'm always trying to eat low-fat foods. I haven't eaten beef in years. Well, occasionally I have meatballs with spaghetti. That's about the only beef I'll have. So I have had beef. And so, another thing is that I don't do good is I eat out a lot, and you can't count your calories and your fat and sugar intake with that. Well, sugar, that's another thing I avoid is sweets as much as possible. And if I'm eating out and I get really tempted, I eat a third, take a big spoonful to put in my mouth, and put pepper over the rest. And then I don't eat any more than a third of the dessert. But to get back to now what I do eat, and I eat sort of the same thing for years. I've eaten sort of the same thing. For years I've been eating 5 egg whites in the morning over low-fat mashed potatoes. And recently I've added an ounce of fat-free feta cheese to that because I need more salt in my diet, which at my age is great because usually you're cutting out salt. But finally they put something back in. But anyhow, I'm getting off track here. So I'm having the egg whites scrambled with and over mashed potatoes with feta cheese, low-fat feta cheese. Oh no, fat-free feta cheese, no fat at all, and no fat in egg whites. So that's a very low-fat meal. And then in the mashed potatoes, I create them in a way that I know how much fat I'm having. And I'm having 1 teaspoon of fat per meal because I only have a half a cup of mashed potatoes. And then I put ketchup over that, and I use a low salt and sugar, 50% lower salt and sugar ketchup over that. And that lasts me a long time. That really lasts a long time. And then for my lunch, I have either a salmon burger or a turkey burger in bread with lettuce and tomato and raw onion and either mustard and a quarter avocado, or I'll have low-fat mayonnaise. A tablespoon of low-fat mayonnaise and no avocado with it. So one or the other, and then I'll have a piece of fruit with that. And sometimes I have a piece of fruit in the morning too, with the breakfast. And then for dinner, I have 2 ounces of chicken or salmon, and usually it's chicken breast or salmon, and mashed potatoes, and then I have a big pile of vegetables. I make a vegetable stew, I call it, and it has lots of vegetables and lots of garlic and onion powder and spices and things, and it's really quite delicious. And it's the major portion of my dinner. I will make it and put it in a big bowl, put the cooked turkey or chicken breast in it, and I'm having a senior moment here. Oh, I forgot to use my, I forgot to use my speaker on this. So I hope you hear me correctly. I talk too soft sometimes on the, without the speaker. So where was I at? I was having my dinner. And I was talking about my dinner and my mashed, oh yeah, and I have my big bowl of veggies, and I'll put them in a bowl, and I'll put the meat in the bowl with it and stir it up in a little bit of feta cheese and some low fat gravy, and heat it up and put it over my mashed potatoes, a cup of mashed potatoes, and it's delicious. Or I'll have them separated and things like that. And that's usually what I eat, and that works out well. And eating that way, I will lose 1 pound a week. But my problem is snacks in the evening, and that keeps me from losing weight. I've been following a diet recently, and I've lost 10 pounds, but I need to lose 10 pounds more. I need to be more careful on my snacks and things like that. And now sleep is important too. And I've had sleep problems until, especially the older you get, the more sleep problems you have. And I have sleep apnea. It's gotten improved once I started using the machine with it, but I was waking up constantly to go to the bathroom and then not falling back to sleep, or having trouble falling asleep, having my days turned around, I'm tired until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I start perking up, and by 11 I'm wide awake, things like that. And I went to a sleep therapist a year ago, and he taught me without any medication a system of sleeping that really straightened me out. And for instance, the biggest thing for me was giving up technology after 10 o'clock at night, or 2 hours before you go to sleep. And I think probably the most important thing is your mindset. I don't think of myself as old. I think I'm young all the time. I feel like I'm 25 half the time. I just don't think of myself as old, and it's a shock when I have to think about it. Watching YouTube videos and seeing all my wrinkles was a big shock. And it tells me I'm an old lady and I don't know how much time I have left. And another thing is that I've stayed curious about things, how things work, and I want to know how things happen and what they do and things like that. And that curiosity has involved me in lots of interests through my years, through painting, and I was a belly dancer in New York for 3 or 4 years, supporting my little girl with an agent and everything. And I got a book published, and now I'm on YouTube at 87. And the next thing is exercise. And I can't stress the importance of this. And my exercise, I practice 2 to 3 times a week at the gym. And then once a week, I practice dancing at the gym, ballroom dancing at the gym. And once a week, I go for a 2 hour lesson. And this is my routine until I am going to then be in a competition. And then a month or 6 weeks before, I take 2 to 3 lessons a week. And and I increase my activity that way. And I also have recently incorporated a weightlifting program that I'm doing to build up more muscle strength in my arms and in my legs and to give me more energy. And that takes some discipline on my part. So I think that's it for now. Take care, and I wish you the very best, and bye.